Before learning every grammar section, we should know the types of sentences first because then only we will be able to apply the rules in sentences. Because the sentences means according to these sentences, the rules are different. So, if anyone asks you how many types of sentences are there in English, you can easily tell that these are four in number. And it's very easy to identify also. Once when we are able to clear it out, means which are the four types of sentences and how can you find that four types of sentences, you will be feeling very easy to move on with English sentences. So, shall we move on? Types of sentences. Types of sentences. There are four types of sentences usually in English. So you can't find any more else in English language. Only these four types of sentences. So let us move on with the first one. See, I have written here assertive, declarative, statement. These three are the same itself. Assertive sentence or declarative sentence or statement. So this is the common name for that particular type of sentence. So to remember this easily, what kind of a sentence is called an assertive sentence or a declarative sentence or a statement. See, when we are moving through the meaning of these words itself, it is very clear. Assertive sentence. So it itself says what? An assertion it is. Assertion means a statement itself. A declaration it is. So these three words are there to mention this kind of sentence. Means you should not be confused by seeing these three. The three are the same itself, but according to the manners of pronunciation or according to the manners of expression, it's getting a bit changed. So assertive sentence, declarative sentence or statements means these are the common statements which we are using in English which is ending with a full stop. Means there won't be anything else. Means it will be those assertive sentences or declarative sentences or the statements will be ending in a full stop. So if you want to know about this more, you should know about these three. Then only it will be more clear. Okay, so once when we are coming through these sentences, you will be able to identify these kind of assertive, declarative statements. Okay, so when we are coming into imperative sentences, imperative sentences, it includes the requests. Means you know that what are requests? Requests, then commands, then orders. These and all will be included in imperative sentences. Means imperative sentences are the requests, commands, orders. It's very easy to identify because in request you can find that words means please, those kind of words will be the could you please. So likewise words will be the means by hearing that you should be able to identify that particular sentence as an imperative sentence, or some of them may order get out of my class, or then some kind of commands usually which teachers are delivering in the classes, there and all can be called as imperative sentences. Then commands are there. Go back to your room. Take that from there. Those type of sentences are called commands. This all includes in this particular division of sentence, that is imperative. So those commands, requests, orders are called as imperative sentences. Then coming into the next one, interrogative sentence. The word itself gives you an idea what is an interrogative sentence. You might have heard this word in police inquiry and interrogation. So the interrogation is going on about the case. Then say means interrogation, the inquiry. So an inquiry, it will be ending in a question mark. So interrogative sentences are the sentences which is ending in question mark. So let me write it very clearly here. The sentences which are ending in question mark is called interrogative sentences. There are two types of interrogative sentences. Means you can say that WH questions means what is your name, a common sentence I am writing here, and which is ending in full stop. It's a kind of interrogative sentence. We are asking, we are inquiring. Then the next one is that Yapping. This is a kind of sentence. Is that yapping? So the answer will be yes or no. So yes or no questions are there. WH questions are there. WH question will contain a WH word. So there is a common doubt among the students that whether how, the word how, whether it was a WH word. So this is also a WH word because it contains W and H. So it also can be considered as a, not considered even, it is a WH word. So there are two types of interrogative sentences. One is WH question and the other one is yes or no question. So hope you understood. Imperative sentences are the request or commands or orders. Interrogative sentence, the word you just mark it in your mind. Interrogation means inquiring. So inquiring will be included of a question mark. So there are two types of questions questions which we can ask. One is the WH question and the second one is yes or no question. So next one, it is very easy for you because we are coming to the fourth type of sentence, that is exclamatory sentence. Means exclamatory sentence itself is containing the meaning there that it will be ending in an exclamatory mark. This is what exclamatory mark. So the exclamatory mark will show that it's a kind of exclamatory sentence. Instead of this exclamatory mark, the sentence itself will show that whether it is an exclamatory sentence. How can you identify? Could you please just imagine how can you identify an exclamatory sentence? So I'm writing here one question, okay. How beautiful the garden is. See, this is a kind of question, how beautiful the garden is. So here it means it is a WH word, how beautiful the garden is. But it's an exclamation according to this situation. Means a person who is visiting a garden and the person who is finding it as a beautiful one, he is just exclaiming himself, how beautiful the garden is. So it's an exclamatory sentence. Though it contains a WH question word, it is an exclamatory sentence. So some of them may say now, oof, I didn't expect it. I didn't expect it. This is also an exclamation because it contains a word oof. So there are certain words means which can express the same means oof, alas, wow. Those kind of words can be considered as an exclamatory means words, exclamatory words. So if such words are there and a sentence is there which is containing of exclamatory mark, those sentences are called exclamatory sentences. So if you are very clear about these three sentences, means it is very easy to identify these three sentences. Means imperative sentence, it will be a request, it will be a command, and it may be an order. Interrogative sentence, as the name indicates, it will carry a question mark. There are two types of interrogative sentences. Which are they? One is a WH question and the next one is an yes or no question. So it will be easy to identify. And the next one is exclamatory sentence, which will contain as an exclamatory mark or an exclamatory word. So according to the situation, these three can be applied, and apart from these three, whichever is coming, that can be considered as the assertive, declarative or statements. And you just ensure that you are finding a full stop in that. That's the only thing you have to be very much careful about. Okay, so these assertive, declarative and statements, these are the common ones which we people are using. And these are often we are using, but then too these type of sentences for students for writing the examinations and people, those who are preparing those literary forms and all, this is needed. I mean, these four types of sentences are to be known. Then only they will be able to clear out all the doubts, or they will not be doubtful at all to use any sentence there. Means if you are sure, if they are sure about the situation. So these are to be applied in a situation. Means assertive sentence, declarative sentence, statements. that is stating something or asserting something or declaring something. And imperative sentences, at the time when we are requesting or we are giving the commands or orders, we have to use imperative sentences. And interrogative sentences are the sentences which is sending in a question or a kind of inquiry. It happens. Then next comes the exclamatory sentence when we are excited or something, or when we are in a situation where we have to express our means exclamation, we are using exclamatory sentences. So the prior aim of a student, especially a student who is very initial to the stage of grammar or in English language, they should be able to identify, or he or she should be able to identify these four types of sentences. So hope you understood this well. And what you have to do means next time when you are reading a textbook or when you are reading something in English, you should be able to identify which type of a sentence I am reading now. So it should gradually happen, means it should happen there in your mind, means you should not give time for that to think which type of a sentence it is. By practice, it will be easy for you to identify when you're reading a passage even which type of a sentence I am reading now. Hope you understood it.